What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to talk about my best and worst UFC predictions of all time. These are all picks that have been part of the channel lore, that have been highly touted, highly hated on. Regardless of what the outcome was, I'm here to talk about the most iconic predictions that went bad and went great in the Bedtime MMA channel history. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of you guys will be taking a trip down memory lane, and some of you will be finding out why they call me the best matchmaker on YouTube. That's a real thing. People call me that. They really do. Look it up, dude. People call me that, okay? Let's get into this, dude. First one we're going to talk about. Let me scroll down this one. I mean, this is one of the most iconic picks in Bedtime history. Dude, you pick fucking Benoit over me at 299? You're a fucking scumbag, dude. People forget, man. Benoit Saint-Denis was a fucking 2-1 favorite over Dustin Poirier. MMA guru, Lucas Glazy. Me and him went back and forth beefing over this shit. Bro was swearing BSD was going to maul Dustin Poirier, and one man stepped up to the plate. Bedtime MMA stepped up and said, no, dude. Benoit's a fucking marauder. He has no head movement. Dustin's going to chin him. And that is exactly what happened. I'm putting this in the B tier because Benoit should have never been the favorite. He should have never been fighting Dustin Poirier. This is not as impressive as a pick as I thought it was. At the time, I was like, bro, I'm goated. Oh my God, I picked this. You know what I mean? But looking back in history, I can admit it's not that impressive. Like, people should have picked Dustin Poirier in that fight. There was a lot of hype around Benoit Saint-Denis. I understand to some. I didn't really understand, actually. All my videos were basically saying, why is this guy the fucking favorite? And lo and behold, Dustin Poirier shine bright like a diamond. Like, bro, he just dropped him, and that was the end of the hype train. So shout out to Dustin Poirier. Legendary arc on the channel. People forget, man. The first video was about Dustin Poirier. So shout out to DP, all right? Next one that we need to talk about, another very memorable pick on the channel. Bro, I tried to win the fucking robbery, bro. I tried to do it, bro. I picked this fucking butt, dude. Oh my God, this one pisses me off because for months, I was on the videos, guys. Bilal Muhammad's gonna be the champion. Bilal Muhammad beats Leon Edwards. I picked Colby Covington to beat Leon Edwards because I knew that if a wrestler pressured him and put him on the back foot, he would like quit, basically, right? And then the Bilal Leon fight comes, and I'm swearing up and down, Leon is cooked. Leon's cooked. And my entire comment section fucking gaslights me out of it. I should have just stood my fucking base, but they gaslit me out of it. They called me delusional, all this stuff. So I folded at the last second, and I said, all right, dude, Leon Edwards probably win by robbery decision though, because it's in the UK, which is not like, it's not that ridiculous to say that. It's not ridiculous to say that. Let's just be real here, all right? But it was a bad pick because I literally knew Bilal Muhammad was going to win. I literally was glazing Bilal Muhammad for months and months and months. I should have just fucking picked him. I folded, and now this is an iconic moment in Bedtime history. This created the fence sitter MMA moment. So yeah, shout out to Leon Mumbleman. I'm glad that he fucking lost, dude. I would have been mad if I got that pick right, because that's the only way he was gonna beat the GOAT Bilal. Bro, Leon sucks, bro. I literally beat this guy in the striking, the grappling, the wrestling, bro. He's a bomb. So yeah, shout out to Bully B, man. I knew he was gonna get that job done. I should have fucking picked him. This one haunts me, bro. This one haunts me like when you fumble a baddie, bro. Like, you just be driving and you're like, fuck, why did I do that? Like, that's how I felt about Leon Bilal, bro. All right. But next one, very, very crafty, underrated prediction by me. I picked Jack Hermanson to beat Joe Pyfer. They all did it with me. They all said he couldn't do it. They all were laughing at the Joker. Who's laughing now, baby? I knew fucking Jack Hermanson was going to fraud check big, salty Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer was worried about Lucas Tracy during fight week. He was worried about, facing court charges for turning off the body cam. Allegedly, things happened when he turned off the body cam. I don't know, man. It's just allegations. But I picked Jack Hermanson over Joe Pyfer. He was like a 3-1 underdog. People thought he was getting fed to the fucking slaughter. And he pulled away with a very crafty little decision. Couple of jabs, couple of teep kicks, couple of leg kicks. Great performance from Jack Hermanson. Very underrated and very crafty pick by me, if I must say so myself. Like, very, very high level prediction. That's just the type of stuff I do around here when the cameras aren't on, all right? I'll put the screenshot on screen right now so you know I'm telling the truth. That's a nasty pick by me, all right? Next one to talk about, though, this was a fucking all-timer. I admit it, bro. I got Matt Schnelled, bro. I got chinned by Kai Kara France. It happens, man. I'm here to tell my story, bro. I fell for the thing that I always talk about when I'm talking about predictions. I'm always saying, oh my God, man, he KO'd this guy. Call the cops. Like, I always try and do that. But then with Steve Erceg, there's something magical about my GOAT, Steve Erceg, that made me say, you know what? Nah, dude, this guy does have power. He does have motion. And I picked him to beat Pantoja by decision. A lot of people thought that was a robbery. Watching that fight back, Pantoja won the matchup, no doubt. But it was a very close fight. He did a lot better than people expected. I felt pretty vindicated by that outcome. And then he's fighting Kai Kara France. Fucking elf on the shelf. At peak hatred for Kai Kara France. I don't know what Kai Kara France did. He never did anything wrong. For some reason, we all just agreed to start hating on him after Manel Cup called him the fucking F word, dude. I don't know why we all agreed to jump on that. It was pretty funny. I jumped in on it. Make no mistake about that. And I thought Steve Erceg was going to school this little fucker, dude. I was like, Steve Erceg is going to mog him physically. He's going to jab him up. He's going to get on his back. He's going to dominate him. And the rest is history, as they say. I got sent packing, feet up in the air, and you know, it is what it is, dude. It's part of the storyline, dude. You know, it is what it is, bro. All right. Next one that we got to talk about. This is a bit of a throwback. People forget, man. Petr Yan was a favorite by like 3-1 over Merab back in 2023. And one man stepped up, fully just trolling. Like, I'm not going to even hold you here, bro. I'm not putting it in the S tier because, you know, in hindsight, it makes sense. But at the time, you got to understand, Merab's stock was at a fucking all-time low, bro. He fought Jose Aldo, smudged him against the fence, committed multiple, crimes that could be taken to fucking court the way that he was fighting Jose Aldo. Like, that wasn't a fight. That was an assault, if you get what I'm trying to say here, bro. And at the time, it was like, bro, Merab's a fucking bomb. Petr Yan's going to smoke him. And just trolling, I threw up a fucking half-court shot. I said, bro, Merab's going to mog him. And it actually happened. So this is one of the greatest predictions of all time. Basically, I knew it was going to happen. I totally believed in it. And the funny thing I'll say about this prediction before I move on, it just showed me a lot about MMA YouTube fans, bro. Because on the rest of the card, I remember this card. It was in this little like casino in Las Vegas. I went like 3-7 on picks, bro. I had a terrible fucking prediction for that card. I picked Alexander Romanov, the fucking walking jelly cup, over Volkov, and he got smoked, right? I had terrible picks on this card. All I got in the comments was glaze because I picked Merab. All my comments were like, bro, this guy's a fucking genius. Oh my God, that shit went to my head, bro. I was starting to be like, bro, whatever I say happens in the UFC, right? All because I got this main event right. Yeah, shout out to Merab, dude. I should have stayed on the fucking Merab train, but we'll talk about that later. All right, man? Next thing we need to talk about, this was a dark time period for the channel. The Curtis Blaydes rant, dude. Curtis Blaydes versus Sergey Pavlovich. If you were there, you know exactly what happened. I was the lone fucking ranger saying, nah, dude, Curtis Blaydes fraud checks this fucking fridge, dude. Curtis Blaydes is not going to swing big meaty hooks with him, dude. He's going to take him down and fucking gas him out and TKO him like Overeem did, right? Which he's totally capable of doing, by the way. Can I just say, right? Curtis Blaydes goes out there, loses, early stoppage in my opinion. Nah, he goes out there, strikes with fucking Sergey Pavlovich, gets chinned. And the storyline on this is crazy, bro, because I get on YouTube and I drop a fucking rant. For some reason in my old videos, I sound like a total squeaker. I don't know what happened between now and then. Bro, women will do crazy things to you, man. I sounded like a squeaker back then. And I'm raging. I'm like, Curtis Blaydes, what the fuck are you doing, man? You ruined my fucking weekend. You ruined my life. A year later, Curtis Blaydes DMs me personally and says, bro, I've been subscribed to your channel for a year. And I realized he must have seen that video. So I'm not saying I'm the reason Curtis Blaydes beat Jailton Almeida and is going to beat Rizvan Kuniev. I'm just saying there's a correlation there. Curtis Blaydes subscribes to Bedtime MMA. All of a sudden, this guy's beating fucking Jailton Almeida. Just saying. Just fucking saying. But this is a C tier prediction because he did get chinned in round 1, but that's like not that bad at heavyweight. Like that kind of happens. He did rock Sergey Pavlovich in that fight. And I do believe he could beat Sergey Pavlovich. Like all of Curtis Blaydes' losses except like Francis Ngannou, maybe Tom Aspinall. Even then, I think he's a tough matchup for Aspinall compared to some of these other guys. He could have won that shit, but it just got fluked or fumbled it a little bit, fought wrong. So I'm going to put him in the C tier because I think he could have beat Sergey Pavlovich. I think that's pretty fair to say, all right? Next one, though, there's no defending this, man. Hey, listen, dude, it is what it is, dude. I got my fucking beak broken by Lopez, dude. Oh my God, bro, this one had me dying, bro. This one had me fucked up because I knew it was going to happen as soon as he walked out. Like, I'm not gonna backpedal on this. I don't think Diego Lopez is elite, bro. I don't think Diego Lopez beats Volk. I don't think he beats Topuria. I don't think he beats Evloev in a rematch, right? I thought Brian Ortega could maybe expose the flaws in his style, that he really empties the tank early on. And I thought Lopez would go out there and try and chin him, not be able to, and then slow down, and Ortega would come on strong with his cockroach fighting style, right? That was my logic. He goes out there. His belly's fucking jiggling. He gets slept on the feet in 20 seconds, wakes back up, and the rest of the fight, he's pulling guard, and Diego Lopez, for some reason, doesn't spaz out and gas out. He actually kind of paces himself a little bit. Just makes me look terrible. Absolutely destroys Brian Ortega. And yeah, dude, that was a rough one, bro. I went into fucking cardiac shock watching it, because on the live stream watching it, all I could say was like, this part of the storyline, dude. This part of the storyline, dude. I just turned into Brian Ortega, so... yeah, T-City absolutely sold that one for me. I still love him. He's still one of my favorite featherweights of all time. But that in that moment, I was like, oh, man, I'm going to fucking never hear the end of this. So I'm just going to put it here. This is definitely a D-tier prediction by me. It's one of my worst of all time. But enough about me fumbles, yeah. Let's talk about one of my biggest successes, yeah. Big Ank. Now, guys, you may have seen that Big Ank claimed the name Big Ank at the post-fight press conference. He also tweeted out that his new official name is Muhammad Big Ank. I don't know why he changed his name to Muhammad, but he did officially claim the Big Ank name. I'm not going to say that's because of me. I'm just saying, who else on MMA YouTube is calling him Big Ank? Who started it? Me. I did. So, Big Ank, this entire fight week, this is one of the bedtime MMA masterclasses of all time. You just gotta like take your cap off and just respect it. Like, I know people are mad that Big Ank won, but just remember that I said he would go out there, he would outbox Alex Pereira with the left hand down the middle. Kenny Okoye called it quite well as well. Shout out to Kenny. Dropped about 25 videos on it. I'm glad Ank won, because bro would have been absolutely fucking sent pack. He would have been streaming on Rumble if Pereira won, dude. You know what I mean? I was humble about it. I said, listen, man, it's a close fight. I think Ank wins this by decision. That was my prediction. I said he'd mix up the clinch, mix up the takedowns. Pereira showed good takedown defense, but it came down to the boxing and the pressure of Ankalaev. And he got it done via a bit of smudging as well. So you got to take your cap off. You got to respect Big Ank. And this is one of the best predictions I've ever had as an underdog as well. And I didn't even fence it. I literally stood on business and said Big Ank is going to win this by decision. And I called the scorecards perfectly too. I said 48-47 on 2. One of them will have it 49-46. So basically, I'm fucking goated, dude. I don't know what to tell you. All right, man. Next one to talk about. Dude, imagine fucking calling me winning the bout, dude. Dude, me and Schmidt were in Vegas, dude, and Bedtime fucking called us up, dude, and said we're gonna win, bro. Oh my god, man. I should have fucking stuck with it, bro, because this was a generational fumble by me, but also a generational prediction. There was a video I made about a year and a half ago talking about the next 3 champions in every division. Some of them I'm completely wrong. You know, some of them I was like, yo, dude, Beneil Dariush is going to be champ. Then Jalen Turner's going to win the... you know, that's what I said, right? And then I get to Bantamweight, and I just locked the fuck in somehow. I literally said, O'Malley's going to win the belt. O'Malley's going to be the next champion after Aljamain Sterling. I don't think he's going to fight Merab straight away. He's going to defend his belt against Chito Vera. And then I said Merab will win the belt next off him. And I may have said Umar was going to win the belt after that. But hey, 2 for 3. That's pretty fucking good a year and a half ago before O'Malley even fought Aljo. For me to say that. So I'm going to throw that here on the A tier. That was a pretty nasty prediction by me. I said O'Malley, 2 future champions predicted perfectly with a title defense predicted as well. I mean, who else is doing that, dude? Okay? Speaking of O'Malley, I did say he was going to chin Merab. I did say that. I'm not gonna fucking pretend I didn't say that, dude. But you got to understand, at the time, I thought O'Malley was on the verge of being bantamweight GOAT. I know people don't agree with me, bro. But O'Malley literally can beat Merab. So I'm not putting that in the D tier. I'm not stepping back on that and going, no, you know what, dude? Merab is better than O'Malley for fucking taking him down and kissing him, dude. No, dude. O'Malley can beat this little goblin if he doesn't have fucking Tim Welch in his corner. Here, Shug, drink this THC, Shug. Good, nice, bud. Almost over, bud. Yep. Hey, Marabi, you got to be patient, buddy. Fuck that. If Tim Welch actually coaches Sean O'Malley and stops coaching fucking Merab and doesn't worry about, hey, he's trying to coach me. Hey, you have to stop him, brother. Dude, if fucking Tim Welch and Sean O'Malley lock in, they can beat this guy. I'm putting that in the C tier. I did say O'Malley was going to chin Marab like Eddie Wineland, become Bantamweight go. I was a little bit wrong. Okay. And I knew as soon as round 1 ended, I knew I was wrong. So listen, man, you can't hit on them all. I'm going to put O'Malley in the C tier because I think he could have pulled it off and I think he could win a rematch if he locks in, but we'll see, dude. All right. Next one to talk about, very, very underrated pick. And this is what, like I said before, they only care about main events around here, man. Doesn't matter what you predict on the rest of the card, unless you pull on a bedtime masterclass of going 0 for 12 like I did on UFC 312. They don't really care about the undercard. So I just want to highlight some picks that I've had. Mate, Marcin Tybura. You know, the thing about Marcin is I've picked him twice as an underdog and he's won by finish. Marcin Tybura. People, dude, in the Apex, tied to Ivasa was like a 3-1 favorite to KO this fucking guy. And you know what I saw? I saw a kid from Poland with a dream. I saw a kid that walked on in the UFC Apex, spawned in at number 12 with a twinkle in his eyes and a hunger to win. Okay? And I picked Marcin Tybura to finish Taito Ivasa as an underdog. I'll put it on the screen right now. I had a generational run with these Apex. Something about these Apex fight nights. I just locked the fuck in. I just know. Okay? Usually when I don't make a video for it. Go figure, right? I picked him over Taito Ivasa, whatever the kid's name is. And I did pick him to beat Jonata Deniz, again, as a massive underdog for no reason against a fucking NPC blob. This is what Tybura does, man. When are people going to realize that when Tybura is fighting blob NPCs and fucking Reddit mods in the Apex that are eating Taco Bell, this guy's unstoppable. Soon as you put him in there with not a AI generated character, he's losing. But outside of that, this guy is built to send NPCs back to the cryogenic fucking chambers of the Apex. This is Tybura's house. That's all I got to say, man. If you're fighting Tybura in the Apex or on prelims, you're fucked. That's it, man. All right. I'm putting Tybura in the A tier. That's a good pick by me. All right. Next one to talk about. Listen, we all thought this was gonna happen, bro. Let's be real. We all thought Beneil Dariush was gonna win the belt, bro. Come on, guys. Come on. This isn't even that bad. I could low-key put this A tier, guys. Listen, we all thought Beneil Dariush was going to beat Charles Oliveira. Dude, Benny could have fucking done it, man. Oh my god. I'm never backing down that Beneil Dariush would have been a tough fight for Islam Makhachev on a full camp. I don't give a fuck, dude. I thought Charles Oliveira was washed after UFC 280. I thought he looked terrible against Islam Makhachev, and I thought Beneil Dariush is not as good as Islam, but he has a similar kind of blobby grappling ability. Like he's not the same as Islam. He's like Islam's skill set, a little bit more powerful, a little less technical on the feet, just a bit more blobby, a little bit less athletic. And I thought, you know what? This guy can match up well against Charles Oliveira. He's not going to get submitted. I think his chin has improved because he's on an 8-fight win streak. I was wrong. You know, it is what it is, dude. Beneil Dariush got fucking sent packing by Charles. I did pick Arman to beat him. I remember being very torn on the fence about it. But I did pick Arman Sarukian by split decision, probably, knowing me. Yeah, dude. Beneil Dariush title run. It was fun while it lasted. It was a fun dream. It could have been something really special. I think it was just the idea of this fucking guy with sandals and a dad bod that only wears UFC Venom approved kits to every event he's at. Like, I'm sure this guy's going to baby showers and shit wearing the Venom kit and just what? Yeah, I'm fighting Charles Oliveira on the weekend. Should be pretty cool. Yeah, hopefully the fight's over early so I can go back to bed 10:30. Like, that's what I loved about Beneil Dariush. But yeah, the title run's not happening for my boy Benny. Let's talk about some title runs that I did predict, okay? Number one, I'm going to put Ilia Topuria in the B tier. Now, this is not really a flex. That's why I'm not going to put it up in the A or the S tier. I picked him over Volk. I thought it would be, like, less easy for him, so I can't really claim this as, like, dude, I knew Ilia Topuria was going to beat Volk. I was preying on this fucking guy's downfall for, like, 2 years. I was saying, bro, he beat Emmett, bro. He doesn't even deserve a title shot. He gets a title shot. Dude, he probably beats Volk, but only because Volk's coming off the weight cut, which is kind of fucking true, right? He beats Volk. Then he fights Max. I'm like, nah, dude, Max is going to fucking piece this guy up. He did, and then he got chinned, right? I didn't know Max Holloway's chin would get cracked. So I'm going to put Ilia Topuria in the B tier, because I did pick him to beat Volk as an underdog, but that's not really a crazy prediction. I feel like most people that knew the game were picking Topuria, so that's like a borderline C tier, but I'll put it in the B tier, because it was a correct pick, right? I can't put incorrect picks up here in the A and the B, all right? Next one to talk about, Joaquin Buckley. I said this guy was going to go on a title run. I really did. I was going to throw in the towel. Vicente Luque was a 3-1 favorite over this guy, and I picked him. I picked him, dude. And I didn't even think about it. I just said, I got a feeling, man. People hate on me when I go, bro, I don't know. I got a feeling about this. Sometimes that feeling is right. Like the Bilal Muhammad Leon Edwards feeling was correct, and I got gaslit out of it. This is one that I didn't get gaslit out of. I just said, fuck it, dude. I think Buckley's going to win, bro. And I picked him over Luque. I picked him over Wonderboy. I picked him over Colby. I think he's going to win the belt. I'm just going to say that right now. I think this Joaquin Buckley title run, and bro, a year ago, I dropped a video talking about unranked fighters that could be top contenders. I said Joaquin Buckley at welterweight's going to be a problem. So I'm going to throw my boy Buckley in the B tier, dude. Shout out to fucking Aaron the Plumber, dude. I fucking love Aaron the Plumber, bro. Oh my God, dude. I cannot stop walking into the gym like smiling my fucking biceps flex, dude. Shout out to Aaron the Plumber, man. OG, all right? Let's talk about another goated bedtime prediction. Boys, I love this shit. I picked Dan Hooker over Mateus Gamrot as a 4-1 underdog based on damage-based robbery scoring, and that's literally what happened to a T. Come on, man. That's too easy. I called that one perfectly, man. I'm a featured fight demon when it comes to predictions, and this is one of my best picks of all time. If I had put money on this, I'm pretty sure I would have been able to retire from MMA YouTube. I'm not going to lie. If I had put money on Dan Hooker by decision, probably would have been crazy fucking odds. Dude, I would have made so much fucking money, bro. I told my friends, like, bro, please put Dan Hooker on your parlay. He's actually going to cook. When this guy got dropped by a double punch by Mateus Gamrot, I was like, I'm actually retarded. Like, what have I done? But he clutched up, got the robbery-based decision. You got to give it to Dan Hooker. He loves this shit. He's losing his next fight, though. I hope that it's Arman Sarukian, because if you come from the mountains in any way, Dan Hooker loses to you, you never hear the end of it, bro. He literally hates you with a passion. The only opponent he likes is, like, Dustin Poirier. I think that's the only guy he likes, dude. Shout out to Dan Hooker, man. All right? That was a pretty nice pick by me. You're probably wondering, oh, man, what other huge underdogs has bedtime picked? Listen, man. Yair by sub. If you ask me how it's going with a girl and I say Yair by sub, just know I absolutely completely bottled it. I'm just letting you know, bro. I'm just letting you know, dude. If I call out Yair by sub in the club, just know we're out. Our time has come. I did pick Yair Rodriguez to beat Alexander Volkanovski in his prime by submission. That was me. I did that. I had a feeling, man. I had a feeling that Volkanovski's downfall was coming, and I was right about it. And when I tell people the logic of this, they kind of go, you know what, that I can actually see that. All right? Because my logic was Volkanovski's coming back down from 155. Check. Got fucked up. All right? That happened against Topia, right? Comes down from 155. The weight cut's going to affect him. His weakness is what? Head kicks. What caught him against Islam? Head kick, right? I'm thinking Yair Rodriguez is going to head kick him, but Volkanovski has a good chin. He will survive, which did happen against Islam. He survived and got hit with ground and pound to the back of the head. If he tries to wrestle Yair, which will be his instinct, which was true, I think Yair Rodriguez is going to catch him with some fluky submission. That's literally what I said, word for word. And you know what? It could have happened, but instead, you know, I'm the top of go. I'll fucking headbutt Yair and chin him out cold. You know, it is what it is. Volkanovski puts on one of the best performances of his career. Last win that we've got from him in a while. It is what it is, dude. It's a D tier pick. I cannot defend it. It aged so badly. And it's so comical to say out loud. Like, I have to explain it for 10 minutes to make it make sense. That's how bad it is. All right, man? There's no defending it. It's a D tier pick. All right? A couple more to talk about. And this is a pretty recent one that led to a pretty legendary crash out, dude. Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen, dude. Brendan Allen. I got to stop myself from just saying people forget, man. Like, I'm so UFC brain rotted by it in everything I do in life. Okay? But regardless of that, Brendan Allen used to be in the banner of my YouTube channel. If you look on my YouTube channel at the end of this video, you'll see my banner. You see UFC fighters that I want to be champion of their division. Brendan Allen was there before Anthony Hernandez. I've been a Hernandez fan for years, right? But I put Brendan Allen there because I thought it would be funny. And I thought he would be able to smudge his way to a victory over Nasruddin Imavov. And let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you something, my brother. When I was watching this fight and this fucking goober is out there piecing up Imavov and then shooting takedowns and going out cold from failing takedown. Oh my fucking god. And this guy's going face first into the canvas. Keep in mind, this is Fight Night Paris, so it's 5 in the morning for me, and I wake up and this fucking guy is face first into the canvas, sniffing the fucking UFC Octagon logos after landing good shots on the feet. This guy pissed me off so fucking bad. I woke up at 6 a.m. in my underwear, recorded a video, didn't even watch the main event. I just had to rant about this guy. Brendan Allen could have won that fight. I genuinely believe it. Like, his fight IQ sold him that. His cardio. How did he gas out in 3 rounds, bro? This guy literally asked for the fight to be 5 rounds, gasses out in 2 rounds. So, Brendan Allen, welcome to the Bedtime Hall of Fame, brother. That's one of the worst predictions and led to one of the biggest rants in my channel's history, okay? Couple more to talk about here. John Jones, MSG holdup. John Jones got injured at UFC 295. He was supposed to defend his belt against Stipe right after he beat Cyril Gane. He got injured, and I said, mark my words, this guy is going to make us wait until fucking MSG next year. That is literally what happened to a T. He did not change the fight to Aspinall. He agreed to fight Stipe again 1 year later, and everyone complained about it. And I remember, like, the day that he got injured, I said, bro, mark my words, he'll be back MSG next year. He's not coming back any sooner, bro. He's literally going to drag this out to MSG again. And he's going to fight Stipe. It doesn't matter who wins the interim belt. It's going to be Stipe at MSG, and we're going to have to wait even longer. And it literally happened to a T. So that was one of my best predictions for UFC 309. And then on the same card, I picked Michael Chandler to beat Charles Oliveira. I don't actually know why I made this pick. This is one of the dumbest predictions I've ever made. There was no logic. There was no reasoning. There was no thought. It was simply just, I don't know, man. I'm just feeling Chandler's going to fluke this, dude. Literally, half my logic was just, wouldn't it be funny if Chandler just, I'm sorry, Charlie Olives, you're toast. And just fucking KOs him out cold and calls out McGregor. You know, like, I just thought it was part of a storyline. It was one of the worst predictions I've ever made. I knew I was fucked the second this fucking goober goes out there trying to fight at range against Charles Oliveira and gets just literally little broed by Charles Oliveira. Like, Charles Oliveira is not the best wrestler in the lightweight division. Just picks this guy up, fucking dunks him, gets on his back, dominates him for 4 rounds, almost gets fluked in round 5. I love Charles Oliveira. I was hoping Michael Chandler was going to cold him with the back of the head shot. I don't care, bro. I will cheer for anyone if it means my prediction is right. I don't give a fuck, bro. People try to pretend they don't feel that way. Just be real, bro. You have cheered for someone you don't actually like if you pick them in a fight. Just be real. When you pick somebody, you're cheering for them. I have no shame in saying, Chandler, please cold him with these back of the head shots. I'm glad he didn't. I love Charles Oliveira. I'm glad he won. He clearly was the better fighter, but yeah, Michael Chandler, that's one of the worst picks I've ever made. And right alongside it, seeing this fucking mustache just pisses me off, bro. Because I literally, dude, the thing about the Strickland-Dricus pick is the first fight was close enough to justify picking Strickland in a rematch. I'm not gonna backpedal on that. Like, the fight was close enough for, I'm not gonna hate on you if you picked Strickland to beat Dricus, but I literally dropped a reaction video when 312 got announced. I said, this fight's fucking terrible. No one wants to see it. We want to see Hamzat versus Dricus. What's the point? Dricus is just going to beat him more convincingly because it's a rematch. I had the fucking script. I had it. I would have looked so smart if I just went, yep, Dricus wins the rematch easily, 49-46, 50-45, just dominates him. Always happens in rematches that no one wants every single time. I should have fucking just stuck to it, but then I tried to be different. Here's the fucking thing, dude. I'm gonna fucking piece up the fucking Dutchman, you guys. I tried to be different, and what I got was the worst pay-per-view predictions of all time. I literally went 2 for fucking 11 on UFC 312. UFC 312 was my 9/11, bro. Like, it was the worst predictions I've ever done. And Strickland, yeah, your time has come, bro. I'm never picking this fucking guy again unless he fights Whitaker, bro. I'm never picking this fucking guy again. All right, but one man that I have to pick until he retires, because he clutched up, Anthony Smith. Bad man, Anthony Smith. People were doubting this guy, man. People were doubting that there's levels to the sport. They were picking Vitor Petrino, whatever this jobber's name is, the muscled up, roided up Brazilian goober, bro. They were picking him to dominate Anthony Smith. And I stepped up and said, no, dude, no, enough. Stop putting disrespect on A. Smith's name, on Lionheart's name. Lionheart will never quit on himself. And on his best day, he can beat any of this guys. And that's exactly what happened. He goes out there, pressures Petrino into shooting a panic takedown because he was scared of the power, locks up a submission on him, taps him out easily. Dustin Poirier wishes he could do that to somebody. Anthony Smith does it in 1 round. There's levels to this, and Anthony Smith is levels above every UFC light heavyweight on his best day. I will be picking him to beat Ming Yang Zhang. I don't care. I'm picking that. All right, man? Last two to talk about. I'm just going to preemptively put these here. Volk at UFC 314. That's an A-tier pick. I mean, he's the favorite against Lopez. I think he's going to easily outstrike Lopez and wrestle him and beat him over 4 or 5 rounds. Maybe late TKO, maybe a decision. That's a pretty solid pick. But, dude, this JDM of a Bilal pick is about to hit, bro. People are doubting me, and I love it, dude. I love it. I can feel it in my bones. JDM's going to KO Bilal Muhammad, dude. JDM is going to be down 2 rounds, maybe 1-1 going into the third. He's going to KO Bilal Muhammad up against the fence, dude. Every time they strike, it's going to be danger for Bilal Muhammad. Unlike the Leon Edwards fight, unlike the Gilbert Burns fight, this is a fully fucking loaded welterweight contender. JDM's going to beat him, dude. I love Bilal Muhammad. I'm not going to be mad if JDM loses. I will actually crash out because I've gone all in on this JDM train. Bilal Muhammad's my GOAT, but it's JDM's time, dude. It is what it is, man, all right? These are my best and worst predictions of all time. Let me know in the comments down below. What is your best and worst prediction ever? What's your favorite bedtime MMA prediction moment? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at bedtime MMA, and I will see you guys in the next video, man. Goodbye.